My best friend is a two-faced snake and is getting too close to my husband, and now I want to uninvite her from his surprise party before she finds a way to slither into his pants. Posted by you/RFSC5U. So my current best friend, let's call her Trina, 41F, and I, 34F, have been friends for almost 20 years. In 2008, I met my now husband, 35M, and over time, they became friends too. Trina is single and hasn't had much luck in relationships. There's always been drama, like cheating, baby mama issues, or wanting kids but not finding a normal and steady relationship. I've always wanted her to be happy and supported her through it all. Last year, we went on a trip together for her birthday, just her, my husband, and me, and I started noticing some things. She would parade around the house in her bathing suit or ask me to hook her bra or bikini in the living room where my husband was. She'd wear really short dresses, and honestly, I started feeling like she looked at him in a way you would if you had a crush. She'd laugh a little too hard at his jokes, always wanted to go wherever he went, and even stuck with him at the supermarket if we split up. So many other things happened, and I told my husband. He didn't notice at first, but once he started paying attention, he did. What really got me was when my husband and I had a fight. I found out he gambled money from our shared account and did something else I'd rather not talk about. I was really upset and turned to Trina to vent. At first, she acted like she was on my side, saying, "Are you serious? He really did that?" But later, I found out she sent him a text asking if he was okay and basically said, she knows how I can be, and that I overreact sometimes. That felt like a red flag, but I tried to brush it off because I didn't want to believe she'd cross any boundaries. Then, on New Year's Eve, Trina usually sends me a thoughtful Happy New Year message, but this time I didn't hear anything from her. After midnight, I went through my messages, and around 1 a.m., I noticed it, so I decided to send her a long, heartfelt text wishing her well and hoping all her dreams and wishes would come true. Her response was a flat, "Thanks, likewise." Meanwhile, she sent my husband a text with a Lotus for Luck image and a long message starting with "My dearest." That hit a nerve. Now, next Friday is my husband's surprise party. I invited Trina weeks ago, before all this happened, but I don't want her there anymore. It's gotten to the point where I feel uncomfortable around her, and I'd rather not deal with it on a day that's supposed to be special. I'm not a confrontational person, so I haven't said anything to her yet. I just want to uninvite her. But part of me is wondering, would I be wrong if I did that? Am I overreacting? Commenter. You don't like being confrontational? You better learn today because this chick is trying to bang your husband. Ops response. Yeah, I really shouldn't be scared to confront people who cross my boundaries, but every time I try, some old, annoying trauma shows up again, and I get scared. But you're right, it's really something I need to learn. Commenter. To be honest, if my husband gambled with our shared money, I'd let her have him. How can you trust him, especially when you mentioned that wasn't all he did? Have some self-respect. Ops response. When my husband did that, he was 19, and we had been together for 1 year. We were in some crisis situations, which made him think about get-rich-quick solutions. Young and dumb, but he learned from it, and we are still together after almost 17 years. I trust him wholeheartedly. Update same day. I spoke to my husband about it. He said that he already felt uncomfortable with her and had removed her from social media and entirely blocked her number without me asking. Our relationship has an open phone policy, so if I wanted to, I could check his phone, but I don't feel like he's doing anything wrong. She is the one reaching out to him. He showed me a text where he told her he's not comfortable with her behavior toward both of us, and he did so after receiving her message on New Year's and realizing she didn't send me anything. I asked her to meet with me tomorrow because I want to confront her in person so I can actually see how she responds to the accusations. I guess no matter how she responds, it's the end of a 20-year friendship. Second update 2 days later. So, I had the conversation yesterday. Since I was pretty nervous about the confrontation and how it eventually unfolded, it had an impact on me, so I decided to take my time yesterday. As many of you predicted, she tried to gaslight me into thinking I was the problem. I'm very grateful to those of you who gave advice and warnings that this might happen. I really kept it in mind. My husband, let's call him James, and I also started reflecting on the past few years, and more issues came up that we had brushed off at the time. Things like how she was super involved in my husband's suit fittings for the wedding, along with my brother-in-law, but never had time to come dress shopping with me, or how she organized my bachelorette party and planned activities she wanted to do. Anyway, here's how yesterday went. We met at a coffee shop in the city where she lives. We used to live in the same city, but I moved an hour away to where my husband lives. The reason I decided to meet her there was that I could leave whenever I wanted, or so I thought. I arrived first, but she was a bit late. When she came in, she was all, "Hey girlfriend, I missed you," with a whole lot of fake energy. She handed me a bag from her recent city trip. Inside was a small gift for my husband and a gift for me. She got him chocolates, and for me, she gave pheromonal arousal lip gloss and some sort of lubricant in cherry and pineapple flavors. She said, and I quote, "If he's all over you, don't blame me." It felt so incredibly awkward and off-putting. She saw the face I made and asked if I was okay and said that the gift was just a joke. We sat down, and I went straight to the point. I told her how she made me feel with her behavior, the way she interacted with James, and everything else that had been bothering me. The gifts she gave me only made things worse. The first thing she asked was, "Did you make James block me?" I told her no, and that she had made him feel awkward too. She said she didn't believe me, accused me of being insecure, and said I probably demanded that he block her. She said that if I weren't insecure, I wouldn't be scared to lose him to her. I've never been scared of that since James has always assured me that I'm all he wants, and I believe him. I asked her what her problem was, and since she was, supposedly, my best friend, I thought she'd be more concerned about our friendship than about what my husband did. Then, I asked her directly if she had a crush on him. She denied it but said she thought he deserved someone who treated him better. If I were such a bad wife, James wouldn't have stayed with me for nearly 17 years, that man is my world. When she said that, I told her our friendship was over and that I didn't want her near me, James, or any of my family members. She acted really shocked, jaw dropped and all, probably because I'd never stood up for myself like this before. She started throwing shade and targeting every weak point about me to make me feel terrible. Thanks to the advice from Reddit and my husband, I was prepared for this. I told her I understood why she was still single, and her mouth dropped again. Then, I threw the gifts she gave me back at her and told her she should use that pheromone gloss to lure men since I already have mine and don't need it. She tried to jump me, but the barista stepped in. She started screaming all kinds of things, and the police were called. I told the barista I just wanted to leave, but he advised me to wait for the police for my safety. This girl was like a crazy pit bull, still trying to get to me. I wasn't scared, I just sat there and waited. When the police arrived, I told them my story. They asked if I wanted to press charges, but I said no and just wanted to go home. They let me leave, so I started walking to the train station. I called my husband, and he told me to wait at a specific spot because he was coming to pick me up. He'd been at work earlier, so I had traveled by public transport. While I was waiting, guess who showed up? Of course, Trina. She started shouting that I was taking everything away from her and said James was like a brother to her and nothing more. I told her to leave me alone, but she kept going. Station security eventually intervened. I explained that I wanted her to leave me alone, but since it was a public place and she wasn't threatening me, they couldn't force her to leave. James later arrived, and when I saw him, I started to tear up. Trina still had the nerve to walk up to James and try to hug him. He ignored her, walked straight to me, and comforted me. She then started yelling at him, claiming she treated him better than I did. He asked, "And in your crazy mind, how did you treat me better than my wife?" She replied, "Gifts." He laughed, told her to find Jesus, put me in the car, and drove away. She kept yelling, but he ignored her. While we were driving, I told James about the surprise party, as I now believed she would spoil it. He was surprised but agreed to change the location so she couldn't show up. She started blowing up my phone. I blocked her, but she went to Instagram, so I blocked her there too. She even used her mother's phone to call me, and I just kept blocking. That evening, another friend sent me a screenshot of her sharing the invitation details with the caption, "Feel welcome to join." One thing is for sure, this friendship is officially over, and it feels like a relief. I think that only shows how long I've been walking on eggshells. Today, I contacted the venue and confirmed the location change, warning them that she had shared the original details with strangers. Next Saturday, we'll be celebrating my husband's birthday. Even though the surprise element of the party is gone, there are still plenty of other surprises planned. Reading this back, it feels like something straight out of a movie. Thank you all for your advice and support, I really appreciate it. Commenter. We need an update after the party. Given her crazy, over-the-top reaction, I doubt you've seen the last of her. Keep us posted. Ops response. I will, the party is tomorrow, so, yeah. We also informed the new location, so they are aware of the situation. Commenter. It's tomorrow now. Did you have a safe, drama-free party? Ops response. So, she showed up, lol. Not sure how she found out, but security escorted her out and sent her off. We didn't see her after that anymore, so I hope this is the end of it, but I guess that's doubtful.